Hello everyone. So today, as the third part of the MUET Made Easy, we are going to discuss about the reading part. So allow me to introduce myself. I am the wizard there. My name is Steven Batman. I'm a second year electrical engineering student at the University of Malaya. 4 years ago, during my MUET, I took Band 5 and I scored 81 over 90 for my reading paper. So let's discuss the format of the paper first. So in total, there are 7 parts for this paper, allocated 40 questions. The duration of the paper is 75 minutes, whereby if you manage your time properly, optimally it should look like you allocate 10 minutes per part and then the last 5 minutes to check your answer and to transfer it into the question answer sheet. The maximum score is 90 marks and the weightage is 25%. So this is the structure of the reading test. So part 1, there are 3 short texts that are the same topic, which is around 100 to 150 words, 4 questions. Part 2 and 3 is 10, and then part 4 is 6 questions, part 5 is 6, and part 6 and 7 is 14 questions. So it's a mainly MCQ paper, except for part 5 where you have to insert a bunch of sentences into a text, and for part 1 you have to do multiple matching. Other than that, it's all MCQ with 3, sometimes 4 options. So before we start talking about trying questions and discussing how to answer the questions, let us discuss the reading technique, which is important. So the reading technique is called skimming, whereby it's a technique where you read rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material. So the steps are, first you read the title, the next you read the introduction, next you read the first sentence of each paragraph, next you read the headings and subheadings, next you notice any pictures, graphs or charts and any italicized or bold-faced pictures or words. Next, you look for important pieces of information such as names, dates, or events. And last, you read the summary of the last paragraph carefully. So as you can see, I've highlighted it in yellow, red, and green because in the passage that comes later, I'm going to highlight it based on the colors here. So as you can see, the brackets up there are the introduction. I've highlighted red for the word neuron since it is an italicized word. And names such as Dr. Eden and Daniel Gershwin, I've highlighted it in green. Yellow, I have highlighted the first sentence of each paragraph. So after you read, ask yourself these questions. What is the main idea? The main idea is the primary point of the paragraph. And when the main idea is stated directly, it is called a topic sentence. So let us try a few examples on how to find the main idea. The main idea is actually very important, as if you can't find the main idea, it means that you have not understood the paragraph well. A main idea, how accurate your main idea is measures how much you understand the paragraph. And once you find the main idea, which proves you understand the paragraph, it will be much easier for you to answer the questions that follow. So how do we find the main idea? So first we identify the topic. Next we summarize the paragraph. After that, we look at the first and last sentences of each paragraph. And last, we look for the repetition of ideas. Okay, so just to remind you, be careful with transitional words like but, however, etc. It indicates that the second sentence is actually the main idea. The first sentence is being negated. It's like, I like chicken, but I like fish more. So the main idea will be the second sentence. I like fish more, because the first sentence is being negated. So this is an example. So I took the example from the passage just now. Is the first paragraph. So this passage basically, just to give an idea, this passage basically discusses about hyperlexia, which is a type of disorder related to autism. Sorry. Okay, so let's identify the topic first. Topic is the definition of hyperlexia, which is stated in the first 10 words of the sentence. Next, we summarize the paragraph. So summarization of the paragraph looks like the rest of the paragraph lists specific traits. The first sentence covers the general concept that the other sentences explain. So next we look at the first and the last sentence of the paragraph, and we can conclude that the first sentence is actually a topic sentence which contains the main idea. Therefore, the main idea of this paragraph is hyperlexia is a disorder defined by a combination of autistic characteristics and exceptional early reading skills, though its exact definition is debated. Don't worry, let us try another one to find the main idea. This is another paragraph from the same passage. So let us identify the topic. The topic of this paragraph is about the behavior and interaction style of hyperlexic children. So here there are transitional words. As you can see, there is a but in this paragraph, which proves that that sentence is the main idea. While then, but their precocious reading skills provide an avenue for interaction with the world. That is the main idea. So basically, the main idea is while hyperlexic children struggle socially like autistic children, their advanced reading skills provide a unique way for them to interact with the world. Okay, so after we found the main idea, we need to find the supporting details. Supporting details are very important also, as we get to list the additional facts, statistics, demographics, or anything. So it consists of the additional information the author provides so that the reader can understand the main idea completely. So basically you need the supporting details if in case you don't understand the main idea. So how do we find the supporting details? So first we determine the topic and the stated main idea. We found it. Then next we find what are the additional information. 5W H1Q. Who, when, where, why, how. That the author has provided for us to understand the main idea completely. Be aware that a single sentence can contain more than one detail. And the supporting details can be descriptions, definitions, facts, examples, reasons, opinions, etc. Next, we need to be aware about signposts, just certain words or symbols to introduce supporting details. First, second, numbers, letters, bullets, clues, examples, important details, major, minor, primary, and secondary details are all counted as signposts. So let us try to find the supporting details in a paragraph. So we are taking the paragraph, the first example, this one, Introduction to Hyperlexia. So as you can see in that paragraph, that they are meant, you can pause the video, go back to the paragraph, try to find the supporting details for yourself first. Okay, so in that paragraph, there are many signposts, which makes it easier for us to find the supporting details. So, as you can see, the signpost like introduces a description which adds information to the main idea about autistic characteristics. Next, the word including introduces specific examples whereby we must supply the main important rule. Examples are always details. Next, one estimate. This phrase signals a fact or statistics that answers how many, which is one of the 5W1H questions. And next, the differentiation. Therefore, which leads the supporting detail for this paragraph to be specific examples of this struggle, difficulty making eye contact, and difficulty understanding others' emotions. And the fact and statistics is, it is estimated that this affects only 2 in 10,000 people. So let us go to the paragraph 2, the example 2, about this, about the advanced reading skills. So this example 2, where we are finding the supporting details for this. So as you can see, they are pause and try it first. As you can see in this paragraph, we have fact and statistics, whereby the sentence most often they are boys provides factual background info through demographics. There are also signposts like, which introduces a description or comparison regarding their social struggles. Next, we have the signpost examples, whereby examples are always details, and the test lists specific written directions. Therefore, we can conclude that the supporting idea for this paragraph is most hyperlexic children are boys, though girls can have it too. They have great difficulty fitting in, similar to classically autistic children, and they respond better to written commands than spoken ones. Alright, so now we have found the main idea, supporting details for each paragraph. Now what? Now we can look at the questions. So here I have set a few example questions based on paragraph 1 and 2 for us to try. First question, what is the main idea of the first paragraph for example 1? Do try the question. So the answer is C. Why? Because it is a main idea. The question asks for the main idea, and as you could see in the idea of example 1, it is about early reading skills in hyperlexic children. And the only thing that matches it is C, advanced reading skills. They will never bring exactly the same words because main idea differs from person to person, but as long as the meaning is the same, the idea is the same, then it should be correct. So find the words, find the answer that suits best to your own main idea based on your correct understanding. Next, let's go to example question 2. The author mentions difficulty looking others in the eye in the second paragraph due to A. The answer is A because it's a spotting detail. Yeah, do read the description of this answer. You could rewind the video and try the questions and try to understand main idea and spotting details. So yeah, that's all for the questions. Before I leave, I would like to give you some tips for reading. So first, underline the question keywords in the question before looking at the text. Underline the specific nouns or verbs in the question. Do look at the question first. If you know what the question wants, it will be faster for you to read through the paragraph and find the answer. As you read, circle the transition words you learned. Physically cross out answers you know are wrong. Don't be worried to scribble on your paper because you are only submitting the answer sheet. The question sheet does not matter, it will be disposed. So when you find the sentence that contains the answer, put brackets around it and trust your first instinct if you are unsure. So that is all from me. Thank you and good luck for your MUET reading. Do like and subscribe to our channel and fill up the feedback form down.